Northway. We're going back into the era of the Big Four again today. It's the LNER's turn. The LNER existed from 1923 to 1948, and during that time it had two chief mechanical engineers. There was, of course, the golden boy, Sir Nigel Gresley, and the pantomime villain, his successor, Edward Thompson. And here's a locomotive designed by Edward Thompson, the B1. We're looking at number 61002 Impala. Well, if you read about Edward Thompson, there's a lot of, shall we call them apocryphal stories have built up around the subject of what a villain he was and how he hated Nigel Gresley and was jealous of his popularity and sought to wreck all his designs. And this is all kind of built up over the years, and it's based on a few people's opinions, and it turns out that the evidence shows otherwise. Here's another B1. This one is 1040 Roadier. It's not a widely known fact, but Edward Thompson fought in the First World War. He fought in the battle at Ypres and got an OBE for the services there, but he was suffering from what we would call nowadays post-traumatic stress disorder. In 1938, his wife died. In 1942, his house was destroyed by a bomb, leaving him homeless. So he had to live in his office. You know what? Would you be all smiles if you were him? Would you be a laugh a minute? And then in 1943, he took over at the LNER and had to make absolutely sure that everything was working well because of the war effort. Well, he's bound to be a hard taskmaster, isn't he? That's understandable. Well, Thompson did let his hair down a bit sometimes. He just didn't have a lot of hair, did he? But that wasn't his fault. He was already 60 when he took over at the LNER. Thompson didn't hate Gresley. They were good mates. They played golf together. And Thompson didn't seek to eradicate Gresley's designs. One example was the conjugated valve gear, which Gresley favoured, had been criticised over the years, even by Stanier. So when Thompson sought to improve on that, he was only doing his job. Well, I've only got two examples of Thompson locomotives when they're really the same design, aren't they? They're both B1s. So we're only going to be seeing two trains today. But I was a critic of Thompson in the past, only because of what I'd read, but I realised my views were ill-informed. Anyway, today, Roadier is running in the LNER livery, so we'll get some LNER Gresley type teak coaches, and Impala is in the 1948 British Railways livery. short live delivery. Anyway, I'm going to put some British Railways coaches on. Here they are, some Crimson Cream Mark 1s. There we go. Ready to run?